Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Cynthia wrote in and asked the question. I'm going to read it exactly as she sent it to me. Can I ask a loved one in spirit connected to someone I know and love to come to them in a dream and guide them and help them through their grief? So I'm going to address Cynthia and anyone else who would like to know the answer to this question the way I believe it to be answered. I always say, and I'm sure you've heard me if you follow my videos here, that grief is a very, very personal thing. You know, there's no manual on grief, so everybody has to grieve in their own way, in their own time. I'm all about trying to help the grieving. That's why I do what I do. I bring in information that only they and their loved one in spirit would be able to validate, so they must know that I'm connecting with their loved ones when they come to me for a reading. But it is an individual thing. Everybody has to deal with it and handle it in their own way. We can always pray and ask for God and those in spirit to help. I don't think that someone needs to intercede for another when it comes to the world of spirit. I think your friend who's going through a loss, apparently, I believe that the loved ones connected around this person that you're hoping will find peace. I believe that their loved ones in spirit, and certainly God will intercede on his or her behalf and bring the peace and comfort that they need. It never hurts to pray for another. I spend a lot of my time praying for certain individuals in my life, for people that are suffering that I hear about, people all over the world. I spend a lot of time in the morning and the evening and sometimes throughout the day in prayer. If I see somebody that I feel needs some prayers, I'll, kind of center myself and just throw a prayer their way. So prayer never hurts. It always helps. And it's wonderful to pray for other people. But as far as your friend is concerned, I believe that many will pull in around them, him or her, to help in the healing process. Again, it really does help. Grief really is easier to handle when we have a strong belief in God and a knowing and understanding that when our loved ones pass or when we pass, we'll go to a wonderful, beautiful place. That's a promise. That's a promise that God made, and that's something that I believe very firmly in because I've heard this from Spirit all throughout my life. So certainly prayer will always help. And you can pray and ask God and others in spirit to help and guide your friend. But I am sure, without a doubt, that many have pulled in and are pulling in around your loved one here to help with the grief process. So I hope that answers your question. And as always, I leave you in God's love and light.